those of you who don't know Sarah, she's also a potter. And this morning we were in a pottery class that she was running. I just feel like everything she does is aligned. It has that same sense of holistic containment. So when she teaches you, last week we were working on something, or maybe it was the week before, I was working on a pinch pot. So as I was pinching this pot, it started to open, and Sarah says, no, that's, you've got to contain it, hold it, keep these fingers firm, and the pot is inside. And she said, that's gavura, severity, or strength, containment, and you hold it, and then you have the pot that is created. Now, as soon as she said that, I could hear it, I got it, I understood it, received it, and then the pot just emerged. And beautiful. Yeah, it's a really beautiful pot. Maybe I'll put a picture up of it once it's done. But my point is that the book is an experience, and it helps one bring the totality of who you are to prayer. So you can, there's dance, there's movement, there's song. You feel the song coming through. There's the aesthetic beauty. Here she speaks about breath and guides you into breath. So whether you've prayed every day of your life or you're new to prayer, there's something in it for everyone. And if you're not just beginning and you want to pray all of the prayers, you're familiar with them, well, it's still a really beautiful book to be using as an entryway into all of that prayer.
I'd like to add one thing about, I'll read a bit about breath from Rav Daniel, which is absolutely beautiful.
Rav Daniel Cohn.
From Israel.
From Israel in Bat Ayin.
I used a lot of his teaching. They formed the skeleton of, could never have written the book without his words, his beautiful insight.
You know, what I'm saying about the pottery studio, it's like your house and your garden. It always takes me out and in and up and down. It's all of that. It's like when you're with Sarah, you're not going up. Of course you're going up, but you're also coming down, and you're not expanding. Of course you're expanding, but you're also just going so deep inside. Her home is one of the most beautiful I've ever been in, and it's multi-dimensional. The fragrances in the home, and the sight, and the touch in the home, and it's like that with the Siddur, you know, where you're coming at it from every angle. Here's the song, this is the motion, this is the breath. You know, the nefesh level where you're in your body and it's doing, and then you come to the heart level and opening your heart and refining the feelings, and then the thought level. And then the aura. You know, I was speaking on a radio interview the other day. I think the word aura comes from the word awe, right?
Yeah,
etymologically, the light that surrounds you. You know, and then the essential level that you can't even touch, that's silent. So we spoke a little bit about the song. Tell me about breath and also about movement.
So breath is who we are. We can't live without breath. It's the one thing that we do voluntarily and involuntarily. There are not a lot of things in our life that have both those things. So this is a beautiful piece that Rav Daniel wrote about breath. It says, spiritually, the out-breath represents the relinquishing of self, which makes space for something greater than ourselves. As such, each out-breath draws us closer to Hashem, and the in-breath is the taking back of life in all its fullness and infinite possibility. It expresses our aspirations and the free choice through which we ourselves become creators. Breath is an interaction, and it is our passageway to awareness. We can experience this interaction between the drive for personal fulfillment, celebrated in the West, and the loss of self, associated with Eastern traditions. These are not two competing paradigms. They are merely the in-breath and out-breath of the human soul. By combining these two movements and oscillating between them, we can create a space for our individual selves, and in this way, we touch the deep secret of living in the image of God.
That actually reminds me so much of concepts that I have in my divine breath meditation on the website, where every breath is a dialogue with God. You know, believe in God, believes in you, and then believing in God, and continuing that through a series of thoughts. So how do you incorporate breath in prayer? I mean, obviously if you're singing, it's
Exactly.
part of that, right?
Because singing opens your lungs and it gives expression to one's own voice. I really feel we don't sing enough in our lives. Don't need to sing in front of anyone else. Just for yourself to hear your own voice, you know, and chanting. Chanting is so beautiful. Because so every morning, my chant, before I begin anything, I sing my song. In fact, this is the song I sing. This is the chant that I sing. It's Hinei Makomiti, which is Hashem's, Moses' encounter with Hashem, their most intimate encounter together, and it means this is a place, or here is a place with me. And
actually one of God's names
and one
is
exactly.
Hamakom, the space.
So I begin my morning, this is my sacred space. And it's a chant. Hinei Makom and I sing it longer, but if you elongate the sound, that is breath, chanting and singing and breathing.
And the tune is your own?
No, both my tunes are from Shimona.
I know the first one.
Yeah.
Sing her name.
Well, he didn't put those words.
I know, but I don't.
La 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 la. La li la 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 li la 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 li la la. Through chanting and elongating the words into sound, that enlivens your breath so much. Very important.
And you're moving as well.
Yeah.
Playing.
Yeah, and swaying, you know. Yeah.
Ruff Ginsburg speaks about the forward and backward motion as the male one, and the left right one is the female. You know, in the circle.
So Ruff Kinson says, he speaks about how when you go forward, you are it's a bit like the breath, you are moving into what it is that we're lacking and what we're wanting. And when we go backwards, we are surrendering to what is.
And receiving.
Because prayer is about both. Everything is exactly as it should be. I trust Hashem with that. But there's so much more that I want and can see potential for. So that's the forward and backwards. And the side to side is that I'm being held and swayed in the arms of Hashem, which is pretty much what you were saying, the male piece. Yeah.